Do you get requests to do free or gifting collaborations from brands, but you're ready to get paid, but you just don't know how to ask? Well, in this video, I'm giving you my exact DM and email script to get brands to pay me at least $1,000 when initially they wanted to pay me zero.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Samantha. Welcome to the video. And this is one of my most highly requested videos in my Pays to Influence community, which if you haven't joined, click the link below, you'll find it there. But let's face it, on Instagram, as an influencer, as you're growing your community, growing the engagement, putting in the time and effort into pictures, captions, posts, all of that, the end goal is to get paid, right? And at first, you're gonna get those free gifting collaborations and those requests to do that. And those are a great starting block for every single influencer. And I highly suggest, if you haven't even had any of those yet, watch some of my other videos teaching you how to get to that point. And you also wanna sign up for the free Instagram training in the link down below, where I'll teach you how to establish yourself as an influencer so you get those requests from brands. But basically in this video, I'm giving you my exact DM and email script, and you can take all the information that you learned from this video, tailor it to the responses that you can then send to companies and brands that reach out to you and start getting paid. Because at the end of the day, as an influencer, it's a job. It takes a lot of time, effort, and you guys should get paid for your worth and your value and your time. So I want to know, have you tried asking those inquiries that you get for free collaborations? Have you tried asking to get paid? If so, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below where you're even at. Are you already doing free collaborations? Are you doing paid ones? Do you have success with asking brands to pay you? Let me know so I know where this community is at, so then I can tailor future videos towards you guys. So I get a minimum of about 10 DMs and emails per week from companies and brands reaching out wanting to do collaborations with me. Most of them, I mean, it's kind of a 50-50 split between ones that reach out directly and say, hey, we want to pay you, and then other ones try to do the free collaboration thing, which I don't blame them, because of course, what brands don't want to try and get free advertising and collaborations from influencers? And it's our job as influencers to then establish ourselves and realize when it is time to get paid for our worth. So once you've built up a community, once you have some collaborations under your belt, once you have some experience, this is when you can take all of that and then show a company that you have value in order to get paid. And I know just from business in itself, I think one of the hardest things for people to do, especially when you're like an entrepreneur, an influencer working for yourself, is asking to get paid and to be paid your worth. And that is all coming down to a money mindset. And I know that sometimes you think, oh, a company is giving me free products, so I should do this for free for them. Actually, if you think about it, let me show you guys the breakdown of why influencer marketing is so big. So when a company decides to use influencer marketing, they are bypassing so much cost on their end. They don't have to hire photographers. They don't have to hire models. They don't have to hire places to do photo shoots. They don't have to do extensive advertising, whether it's through Facebook ads or Instagram ads or whatever that sort of cost is, because they're outsourcing all of it to influencers. It is us who take the time to take the pictures, get ready, write the caption, respond to comments, respond to DMs, do all of that stuff. And then we also send the images and content back to the brand for them to use on their own social media platforms as well. So in a sense, we're doing a lot of work, and sometimes you have to just look at a product and say, is this worth my time? So with all that being said, you're one of two people watching this video right now. You either have experience with collaborations or you don't. If you do not have any experience with collaborations yet as an influencer, I want you to register for my free Instagram training down below. This is where I teach you how to lay the complete foundation of becoming a professional influencer and how to position yourself so that brands will want to work with you. So you definitely want to register for that. And if you already do have experience, then you definitely want to take these tips and let me know as well. I would love to hear your feedback on these, if one, you've used them, or if you do use them and if you have success. I love success stories. So I'd love to hear from you, whether it's on Instagram or here on YouTube. So make sure you take a screenshot of this video and maybe just post it and tag me, and I'll also repost it to my Instagram too. But without further ado, let's get into these tips. So the beauty of a brand reaching out first is that they obviously already see value in you. They've either looked at your Instagram, maybe they found you on YouTube or a blog or whatever that looks like. They already see value in you, and that's why they DM'd and emailed you. I mean, some DMs and emails, I can tell this was just a straight up copy and paste to like probably 100 influencers kind of a thing. But for the most part, if they are reaching out, it's because they need you. Okay, so now I'm gonna read off my phone a little bit because I actually want to share with you guys a real case scenario of an email that I recently got from a company wanting to collaborate with me for free. Hi, like name of the company, I'm gonna blur that stuff out. Thanks so much for the messages. I checked out your Instagram and website / products and I would love to collaborate. I only collaborate with companies that I truly believe / would use. However, I'm unable to post and do content creation in exchange for products. Do you have a budget that you are able to utilize for influencers? Smith Gazooch. And then I always put my Instagram name, just so in case they're doing a lot of different emails and stuff, that they know that this is from me and they have quick access to my Instagram name just to like double check who they're talking to. And then they responded with this. They included, for budgeting, yes, that's no problem if you cannot accept products. Awesome. Originally, we were going to offer you $200 cash and $100 in your choice of products. However, what do you think about a permanent post for $400? We want you to be comfortable with posting and content creation. Amazing, right? So I just went from a free product collaboration to now making $400 for just one post. So at this point, I had a decision to make. I can either work with this company for $400 for one post and getting product that I actually want to use and will love, or I will say no. Or some influencers will even kick back with like another higher price. For me, when I go from free gifting to asking for their budget and then that's what they offer me, usually that's the top end of their budget. So usually I don't mess with it. At that point, it's a decision of, you know what? That's actually still really low out of my influencing rate. I'm gonna have to decline this and maybe they'll kick back with a higher rate. At this point in the game, if you're dealing with a company like this where they've offered you like free and then increased it a couple times already, that's kind of like your best bet. So for me, $400 for a post with a product that I actually love and want to use, to me, that was a great deal because I know I had a lot of other collaborations in those last 2 weeks where I was making really good money. So with this one, I was like, sure, let's just add another $400. So for me, this worked. With different collaborations and everything, sometimes I'll pitch higher numbers, sometimes I'll pitch lower. It just completely depends. But at the end of the day, you just kind of got to figure out, is this going to be worth your time and value and something that your community will love? For me, it was a go ahead. You're not going to get anything if you don't ask for it. So the biggest takeaway here is that you have to ask to get paid. So I'm going to go over a couple more tips right now for you guys to include in your response emails, depending on the scenario that you have of DMs or emails coming in. And these are kind of some of the ones that I've pulled away from emails that I've sent out from inquiries that I've got. So the first tip in a response email is to include and share your social media stats and your blog stats if you have a blog or YouTube or anything else like that. When you show this to companies, it shows that you are one, professional, and that two, you can bring value to their company as an influencer. So when you show your demographics, your following, your engagement rate, all of those stats, that is something that a company is going to love to see. And that is when you ask for their budget, they can keep that in mind of how much value you bring to the table. You can also include links to your previous collaborations that you've done with brands maybe in the similar or same industry. This will show credibility and expertise to the brand that's wanting to work with you and kind of reminds them like, okay, this girl creates really good content in this niche. She could probably do the same for us. At some point, you might want to include your media kit and rate card. This depends completely on the conversation. Now, in my Pace to Influence Academy, I teach you exactly how to pitch to businesses and brands. So you want to check that out. Click that link below in the description. But basically, you want to have something like this on deck, depending where the conversation goes. You first definitely want to ask if they have a budget for influencing and then shoot them the rate card or media kit later on if you go into negotiations. However, you don't want to send this right away, but you definitely want to have it on deck and ready. And another great idea to really get them on board is to share potential ideas that you have for the content that you would create for the post or story or video or whatever it is that they want you to do. Now, this shows brands that they're going to be investing with someone that's professional, organized, and willing to take this seriously. And now I want to go over a couple other ways you can ask to get paid, because I know this can be a little hard. I know it's a little uncomfortable, especially if you've never done it before. So I'm going to put up on the screen right now a few other scenarios that you can use depending on what a brand wants you to do and what that initial pitch is. If they just ask to collaborate with you and no other additional details, you can ask for a budget in this way. May you please share the budget for this campaign? While I appreciate the gifted product, I'm only prioritizing paid campaigns at this time. If they are asking for a certain number of posts or stories, you can respond with, may you please let me know the budget to produce 1 Instagram feed post and 3 Instagram story frames with a swipe up feature. If they ask for multiple deliverables of content, like for Instagram, your blog, your YouTube, or whatever it is that you have to offer, you can write, may you please let me know the budget to create the following deliverables the brand is asking for: 1 post, 1 Instagram story, and a 5-minute dedicated YouTube video. So there you have it, multiple ways to ask to get paid and establish yourself like a professional influencer. And I do this over and over again in my influencing business. Now, you just have to keep in mind that at the end of the day, brands will always ask you to do free collaborations. Don't take it as an insult, because so many influencers do these things for free. It is your job to, 1, figure out your worth, your rates, and to also say no to collaborations if you don't feel like they, 1, pay enough, or if it's just not a product that works with your community and something that you want to put your name behind. Because keep in mind, the influencer marketing industry is a billion-dollar industry. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, and there will always be new collaborations every single day, every single week. I guarantee it, especially if you keep growing your engaged community, creating amazing content, and putting yourself out there, they will continue to come. So don't think that this is that one collaboration that's either going to make you, break you, or that you will never get one again. If it is your goal to be an influencer, you will get there. So hold out for the better products, hold out for the better deals before you just say yes to free or to take those lower rates just for the money. So again, I would love to hear comments down below of how your influencer journey is going, if you're making money or not, and how else I can help you guys. And in the next video, I'm going to be sharing with you my ultimate engagement hacking tips for Instagram. I cannot wait. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you don't miss out. And be sure to watch these videos so you can step up your influencer and Instagram game. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.